What's up? Welcome to Food and Philosophy. This is episode 28, and I got a live studio audience in here today. I'm thinking I should do this more often. So if you want to be live with me here in studio, besides just online or watching this in the future, hit me up if you're around. Maybe I'll pick 10 or 12 of you. We're getting close to finishing The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. But the food part comes before philosophy, and I got the viral Cheez-It Tostada at Taco Bell. Looks like a mess. And the Crunchwrap Supreme Cheeto one. I don't know. Did Crunchwraps get smaller? All right, let's rock this. Let me see how it looks. It doesn't really look like anything. All right, let's go. Dude, this Cheeto or Cheez-It. Hmm. It does make the Crunchwrap better than like Crunchwrap's one of my favorite items. It's not my favorite item, but it is one of my favorite items at Taco Bell. Ironically, it's not crunchy at all. The Cheez-It is totally soggy. However, it is still delicious. What's up, Viva Dreams? What's up, Julia? All right, and then I got the tostada. With the child-proof plastic. Take a picture for the fans. My favorite item at Taco Bell. You're gonna have to watch the episode where I say what my favorite episode of my favorite thing at Taco Bell is. Go back, watch the episode. All right. Surprisingly, the tostada is still crispy because the Crunchwrap sure as heck ain't. So the tostada is way more crispy than the Crunchwrap. Maybe too much sauce and all that other stuff in there. I will say that the Cheeto. Here's a good pic of it. The why do I keep saying Cheetos? The Cheez-It. This literally just tastes like you dipped a Cheez-It in like a 7-layer dip at a party, which I'm sure you have done at least once in your whole life. So for the tostada, although it literally just tastes like a Cheez-It dipped in, if this was at a party and you had Cheez-Its and a 7-layer bean dip or something, I would eat it. But at Taco Bell, I would never order this again. I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 3. I would not order it again, although I will grub on this whole thing. It's not bad. There's just no reason to get it at Taco Bell. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Crunchwrap is smaller. I don't know. I haven't ordered Taco Bell since the last time I did Taco Bell on this show, but I didn't get a Crunchwrap that day. But the last time I got a Crunchwrap, I felt like it was as big as my face, and even though I have an itty bitty face, this is not even covering my face. You probably should just get. See, there's no crunch, right? So it's a crunchless wrap. It tastes good. I would give it a. Well, actually, I probably, as long as they have this, I'll order it. So I guess that's like a 2.5 out of 3. However, you should just get a Crunchwrap Supreme. It'll be larger, if I remember, and just throw Cheetos in there. And that would be better and probably cheaper. Which was $7. Not that I'm complaining. All right. Obviously, dessert. I love the Cinnabon Bites balls. I don't know what they call these. I love these. We're supposed to pop them, otherwise it's going to pop all over the place. Let's see if I can make a mess. These make my animal brain go crazy. So officially, my favorite item at Taco Bell is this. Officially. Unofficially, it's the double-decker, like, crunch thing taco. I'm gonna eat the other one. Sorry, guys. I told them I would give them my leftovers, but there's none. Someone asked what sauce I get. I get fire. I didn't want to put them on there because I wanted to taste them how they are. But fire is my choice. It says, take me home. Winky, winky. I will be at First Friday in Phoenix tonight, so for one lucky person. Psh, for 5 lucky people. All right. Thank you so much, Julia. Love you too. Which pretzel shop should I go to? All right. While they're doing that, Khalil Gibran, we left off on one of my favorite chapters. Uh-oh. I forgot to do my X talk. And this one's going to be sweet but short. Thank you for reminding me myself. I'm not sure why the bear versus man debate, or whatever you want to call it, is still popping up. This was so long ago, and it's still popping up on my feed. It came up again, and on TikTok, and on X. So I figure I'm going to give my short take on it. So if you're not familiar with it, it's been going around. If you could choose between being out in the woods, I guess, with a bear or a man, that women, well, I don't want to say women. I don't want to offend people that may not be women that think so. But they're saying most people, and they tend to be women when I'm watching my feed, are saying they would rather be with a bear than with a man. And then anytime somebody tries to say anything about it, like, what do you mean you'd rather be with a bear? They're like, well, you don't know about what they have to put through. And by they, I mean that one particular person. Each person has a different story, but kind of similar. And why they would choose the bear over the man. And to that is which I want to comment on is, look, if you literally, if here in this podcast studio right now, if I was like, all right, I'm going to lock you in here with a random dude on the planet, or a random bear on the planet, I'm going to go with 100% of the people that have said that they would choose the man over the bear, or the bear over the man. We're going to be like, actually, I was just kidding. Give me the man. And if you don't say that, it's because you're either lying. I don't even know what else you could be doing besides lying. Like, you're a liar if you would say that you would want to hang out in this thing for 24 hours with a random bear. Like, a random bear will just have a bear pop in here, or a random dude on the planet. Because in reality, what? Like, 1% of men are, 1% of people are psychopaths or sociopaths or narcissists. Like 1% of humans, and not all of those are men, even though probably a vast majority of those are going to be men. So random dude on the planet or a random bear, 100% of the people that are saying that they would rather have the bear will choose the man in that scenario. So anyway, now for the men that have been getting offended. So this is the full circle thing. If you're a man and you see online on TikTok or on X or wherever, and people are saying, oh, I'd rather choose the bear, and here's why I'd rather choose the bear, and you're getting offended by them choosing the bear over the dude, which is a fucking lie, but say you're getting offended by it, by their lie, that's something for you to look at within yourself. Like, why are you offended that some random human is saying they would rather choose a bear over a dude? Why? are you? That's something for you to look at instead of getting upset or trying to prove them wrong, like me saying they're lying. Because one, they're lying. So just go, okay, why is their lie bothering you? That's something for you to look at in yourself. That why some random girl is bothering her opinion on not even you, on all men generally, is bothering you. So look at that for yourself. This is where you can learn and grow for yourself. And to the women that are like, or the humans that are saying, I'd rather be with a bear, look within yourself. Like, what about the experience that you've been having with men that is leading you to actually believe that you'd rather be with a bear? Because I know for a freaking fact, unless you're like literally delusional and have some kind of psychosis, you're not going to choose the bear in a real life situation. And you're asking everybody online when you're sharing your opinion to agree with your your delusional statement that you'd rather be with a bear. Regardless of how your experience of a man or maybe multiple men, look at why you're still looking in at the world in a way that allows you to only see the badness in all men, like random dudes, that you'd rather stay with the bear than with a guy. Because in the end, we always get whatever it is we focus on. If you're like, all men are this in your bear take, and you're like, this is why I'm going to choose the bear, I can guarantee you that that's all the dudes that are going to show up for you. So for the men offended, look at yourself. For the women that have been offended by men, also look at what would you like instead. Not to discount whatever experiences you may have had with men, but what would you like instead? And focus on that. Start saying, well, is there one guy on the planet you'd rather be in a room with or in the woods with than a bear? There's 0 guys on the planet. And start, okay, fine, maybe this person, and maybe this person, and maybe this person. And if it's still, no, I don't want to be with any dudes and only bears, like, then, well, what would you like instead? That's my ex talk. There are no bears in this room. Sometimes there's women in here, but right now there's only dudes. Oh my God, I'm so scared. What's up? All right. Now, instead of my rambling, we're going to go to Khalil Gibran's rambling. And he said, speak to us of, and one of the elders in the city said, speak to us of good and evil. And he answered, of the good in you I can speak, but not of the evil. For what is evil but good, tortured by its own hunger and thirst? Verily, when good is hungry, it seeks food, even in dark caves. And when it thirsts, it drinks even of dead waters. You are good when you are one with yourself, yet when you are not one with yourself, you're not evil. For a divided house is not a den of thieves, it is only a divided house. And a ship without rudder may wander aimlessly among perilous isles, yet sink not to the bottom. You are good when you strive to give of yourself, yet you are not evil when you seek gain for yourself. For when you strive for gain, you are but a root that clings to the earth and sucks at her breast. Surely the fruit cannot say to the root, be like me, ripe and full and ever giving of your abundance. For to the fruit, giving is a need, as receiving is a need to the root. You are good when you are fully awake in your speech, yet you are not evil when you sleep while your tongue staggers without purpose. And even stumbling speech may strengthen a weak tongue. You are good when you walk to your goal firmly and with bold steps, yet you are not evil when you go thither limping. Even those who limp go not backwards, but you who are strong and swift, see that you do not limp before the lame, deeming it as kindness. You are good in countless ways, and you are not evil when you are not good. You are only loitering and sluggard. Pity that the stags cannot teach swiftness to the turtles. In your longing for your giant self lies your goodness, and that longing is in all of you. But in some of you, that longing is a torrent rushing with might to the sea, carrying the secrets of the hillsides and the songs of the forest. And in others, it is a flat stream that loses itself in angles and bends and lingers before it reaches the shore. But let not him who longs much say to him who longs little, wherefore are you slow and halting? For the truly good ask not the naked, where is your garment? Nor the houseless, what has befallen your house? Speak to us of good and evil. Let me turn emergency breakthrough off. Hi guys, give me a sec. And I just realized in my notes, I skipped a whole chapter. So we'll have to go back in time, talk about prayer later. Speak to us of good and evil. We are always good. We are always good. The world knows no other way. The universe, God, Mother Nature, water, it all flows. The law of least resistance. The world knows no other way. It may be difficult to comprehend for the masses, like for the folks that are like, I want the bear, or whatever your thing is, whoever your politician that you least like. It may be difficult for you to comprehend, or the masses for sure, it's difficult for them to comprehend, but there is no comprehensible way for something to be anything other than perfect. No way. Mathematics and physics back this up. It's not me saying it. It's not philosophers and poets saying it. It's not any brilliant person that's ever lived that says it, even though they all say this. Mathematics and physics prove this to be true. They back this up. Philosophers, from whenever people first started philosophizing about things up until now, have not been able to prove otherwise. In fact, everything that they put together has proven that it's true. Physics proves it's true. Mathematics proves it's true. All the wise ones from all time are in consensus on this. The only ones that don't are the masses. Now, unfortunately, 97% of us are the masses, maybe even more these days. So it might seem like it's not true, but it doesn't matter what everybody else says. It only matters what's true. Even when you think you've done something wrong, or someone else has done something wrong, or you think something is wrong itself, even if you think those are bad, it, they, you are not bad. Just the perception of it. Just some person of the masses, even when it's you. We're the geniuses in a lot of areas. We're the masses in a lot of areas too. We're not all that. Every single thing should be seen that ever happens as being on the way to what you would like. Being on the way as part of your journey. Who can say which winding road you go on, what tours you take, or what quote poor decisions you've made will lead you actually on the perfect path? We will never know. It only seems that way, that we made a poor decision, or it's a winding path, or it's taking too long, when our mind is clouded by an incomplete perspective. I've been going through a tough time the last couple months, like regarding some personal goals that I have, and not getting them, or like almost getting them and having them yanked away from me. And it reminds me of a quote from, it's my favorite quote now, and I've been thinking about it weekly for the past 8 weeks or more. It's that if you get what you would like, great. And if you don't get what you would like, even better. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is bad. Nothing is evil. Unless you play for the Dodgers. I'm only saying that to this one person. That's just kidding. You're not evil even if you pay for the Dodgers, but someone's talking smack because I only have Bay Area stuff. How come you don't have a shrine to me in your house, Alex Cadell 916? How come? Why don't you have a shrine to me in your house? Oh, must be because you're disrespecting me. You can see disrespect in anything that you want to see. We got Harrison Barnes, bro. Get out of here, Logan Webb. Come on, those both guys are Sacramento dudes. Who else? What my guy JaVale McGee? Come on. Yes, a shrine is required. You must have a shrine to me in your house, otherwise it's disrespect. That's your logic, at least. But anyways, nothing's wrong. So not having a shrine to me, not wrong. Nothing is bad. Not having a shrine to me, not bad. Nothing's evil, unless you don't have a shrine to me in your house. When you commit any wrong in quotes, wrongness, quote, or badness, quote, badness, or quote, evil, you directly create an anti-atom for the same exact and same aspect of the things that you yourself consider to be good. This means, and this is physics, this is mathematics, it's whatever, means that you have a direct hand in the creation of good. Even when you think you're being bad, even when you think you did something wrong, and even when you think that a thought you had is a thought that you shouldn't be having. Anything, literally anything, helps everything. Anything helps everything. Only the human mind is capable of deriving anything different than this perspective. In this way, small way, probably more than just this small way, but in this way, it is actually better to remain an animal in your thoughts and an animal in your instincts than to be a human when you start looking at imbalanced perspectives, because the animal never pushes against the divine order of things, like of the universe, of how things are supposed to be. It doesn't go against water or Mother Nature or even thoughts. It doesn't prioritize needing to have Sacramento athletes or LA athletes on the menu and make that into something important. It only goes as is. Like, when was the last time a lion's like, oh, I'm hungry? Oh man, there's some gazelles over there. Should I get them? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna have to go. Like, watch a nature documentary of any predator and any prey, even especially when it's a group of prey. Watch the ones where the group of prey it is. The animal, the hunter, runs and gets the prey, even when there's a group of them. And after it happens, and sometimes the friends try to help, like sometimes, but once it's determined that that friend cannot be helped anymore, the friend in quotes, I don't know if they actually think they're friends, or they're just having their own peeps backs, or it's their nature, but then they go about to grazing because they're like, oh, the lion's not going to eat anymore. He's hungry. They got it. They're not going to come after us. You just need to be faster than the, speaking of bears, you just need to be faster than the slowest person, not actually fight a bear. And then they just go back to grazing and they go back to watering. They don't go, oh, my friend, he's succumbed to the lion. We must think all lions are evil and we got to go back and plot a revenge and we need to. They don't. Only the human mind does that. Not advocating chasing down people and eating them. But even if you did, it wouldn't be evil. What's up, Kelly? I don't know what Alex is talking about. Why don't you just send me a DM or something, dude? I have no clue what you're talking about. Super Bowl trip. You know who I am. Why not? What? I don't know. Send me a DM, dude. Maybe I know who you are, but I have no clue. Uh, bring your sandwiches to Petco Park. I tried to. They did let me bring an Ike sandwich. I ate a Mark Appel at Mark Appel, his first major league game. So they did. Anyways, I have no clue what you're talking about, bro. Just send me a DM. Literally have no clue what you're talking about. And you're still not evil for that. You're still not bad for that. And there's still nothing wrong with that. Our altruism. Oh, here, this part. Even those who limp go not backward, but you, who are strong and swift, see that you do not limp before the lame, deeming it kindness. Look, all altruism, which is basically what society is doing right now. And hey, that's not wrong. It's not evil, and it's not bad. But just be cognizant that any altruism you have, I have, any type of altruism stems solely from you having guilt, me having guilt, or shame, or both, for having things better, in quotes, than other people. And us having to reconcile it as humans and making it it means something bad that you have more than someone else, or have something more than someone else. And at the end, you have it worse than many humans in many areas, and you have it better than many humans in many areas. So what metrics are we choosing to judge ourselves being better or worse than others? And in fact, there's no better or worse. Like, we're just all exactly where we need to be at exactly the right time we're supposed to be. So where is it that you are sacrificing yourself, sacrificing something, and sacrificing quotes, obviously, because it's just a perspective, in order to say, I love you to other people. I love you to someone else. Where are you sacrificing yourself, or losing, or taking away? Like, where are you doing a negative sum game on yourself in order to say, I love you? Or to get people to love you, which is even worse. There's a book by Bert Hellinger called Love's Hidden Symmetry. I cannot read like any of the excerpts from that book without shedding tears of sorrow, or like, it's not necessarily inspirational, but it's like, oh my God, I've done that. But it's in all the ways that messed up ways that human beings say, I love you to each other by sacrificing parts of themselves, as if that's what we want people to do. But we totally put people on a pedestal. Oh, look at how selfless this person is, or look at this person becoming a martyr. Like, we have a word for it, and we celebrate that versus the opposite. What's up, Kasani? The entirety of humanity is always going to be, including yourself, at the exact place and moving at the exact pace that it's supposed to be at. So is each of us individually, so is our businesses, so are the people in our lives. This is the pace and the place that it's supposed to be. How do we know? Because that's how it is. The universe is efficient perfectly in every aspect of it, except for in your experience, like, oh, it's going so perfectly, like the whole entire world, synergy and perfection. Nobody's ever been able to prove that Mother Nature is not perfect. Water doesn't flow perfectly in the universe, and the stars and all that doesn't move exactly as it should. But each of us go around, oh my God, my life. Oh my God, my life. No, it's freaking not bad. It's also not good. It just is. I like, wherever you're at, I get people, I got a lot of DMs asking for money, like outright, like, hey, pay my rent, or hey, be my sugar daddy, or hey, I have this charity. And a lot of people are like, oh, hey, I get that's probably the most. People ask me to be their sugar daddy, or money, or charity, or stuff. That's the number one request. The number two request that I get in my DMs, and I'm not saying don't do these things, like what I'm about to say. It's not me saying stop it. But people are like, hey, Ike, tell me how you got to where you did, or how can I have a business? What can I do? And to that I say, it's like, if I do, and I've been doing some push-ups, like I've been like you'll see a topless photo of me soon somewhere online, maybe if you haven't already. I've been doing some push-ups. Would you expect me to go out and do 100 burpees and 100 push-ups every day and you get ripped? You have no expectation that that'll happen, or whoever, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or whoever your favorite like body type person has, that they're working out or they're doing whatever they're doing, dieting, exercising, or whatever, and you're not expecting yourself to get your body type like theirs because they're doing the work, right? The same goes with everything. I cannot do push-ups for you, nor can you make money for me or anyone else. You cannot learn from anyone. You're not learning from anybody. They're speaking, and your mind is gyrating and whatever it's doing, and then you take in whatever it is that you already agree with within the confines of your own self, and then you express that. You cannot learn from anybody. I cannot make you magical. I cannot teach you my business acumen, which, it's probably overrated anyway, but I can't even teach you what I have. We literally will never, ever be able to even support somebody in any way, ever. It's not even possible. And even if you could, even if it appeared to, I gave you $1 million, the universe abhors a vacuum and is just going to take it away from you, either slowly or tremendously. You either learn stuff with a feather or you learn it with a dump truck. So we can't support anybody ever. The universe will always find a way to balance out the equation. So if somebody gives you something, you have to balance it out yourself, or nature's going to do it. Water's going to do it. But God's going to do it. Whatever you believe in, physics is going to do it. If you don't believe in any of those things, mathematics is going to do it to you. What's up, Nora? So bring your awareness to the world, bring it to the universe, like whatever, bring it to nature, bring it to God if you believe in that. If you're a science person, bring it to science. Just being present with the beingness of whatever it is that's constructing this universe now and always has. Just being present with the beingness of beingness is enough to move things for you and for anyone else. It's still good cold. And I'm going to stop right there. Remember, if you get what you want, great. And if you don't get what you want, even better. Your well-being is your greatest contribution to humanity. No exceptions ever. Catch you next time.